Good afternoon, my YouTube friends. I'm here again, and a bit of a mixed bag today. So I've got 3 things to do, and hopefully I'll get through them without without the batteries running out. Right, first one, pH meter. Scared me to death, this did, when I first had it. No idea what it was, no idea how to use it, and anyway. What more can I say? I've grown to like it, sometimes under sufferance. Anyway, this came with some buffer solution, 9.18, and these 2 here. Okay, and these are the ones that I use, and I think the last time I recalibrated this was August. So I said to Keith I needed some pH buffer solution. So we got 20 sachets, 10 of each, and they come on that slow boat from China. Well, it took just over a fortnight, Mr. Amazon of course, and they were £2.99, so you can't complain at that. So I've had them a few days, and you know, I have to get my head around it. I have to think, oh my goodness gracious. I mean, I've got the instructions, but I did it once or twice and it came out the same, so I must be okay. And so we're all right with the pH now. The pH meter's calibrated, right. And these 2 little things here I use, these 2 little glass, oh, I don't know what you'd call them really. 2 desserts came in them. Well, I had 4, like a raspberry and a parfait on the top, and oh, it's very nice. And so these are actually ideal for the TDS and the pH meters. Anyway, this morning's readings. Okay, rainwater, pH 7.69, rainwater, TDS 97. I introduced CalMag. Now it's the same as that one, but it's CalMag. Brought it to 157, and then I just put a few drops of Maxi Crop, that's the seaweed extract, brought it to 176. Now bearing in mind at this stage the pH meter's been recalibrated, and did I get a shock? 8.43. 8.43? I couldn't believe it. So I had to get the pH down. Now you've got to be careful with this pH down. I start off with a quarter of a teaspoon, but I only use half of that. And then I gradually increase it. Because if you put too much in, oh, goodness gracious. Anyway, that brought it down to 5.98. And I thought I'm not messing anymore, because Nina, a good friend Nina, I never know how to pronounce her surname because it's Boss with an E on, but anyway, Nina, thank you very much, because she said anything between 5.8 and 5.9. Well, I've just gone slightly over Nina, but at least now I know what I'm heading for. So right, so we've got them all done and dusted. We recalibrated, and I can put these away in a minute or 2. Right, we'll move over here now, and I wonder if I can just put the tripod down. Whether it'll let me put the little tripod down. Right, so let's see. In that fertiliser that I've made up this morning, quite a large amount has gone in the watering, well, it's a big sprayer. Okay, let's just see you're alright, you can see what I'm seeing. Okay, and so this is the Cattleya Dusky Maid by RLC Bruce Randall. Now, these are just in organic media, and with this particular one I've got several strands of this wicking material. Now I've not got the horticultural capillary matting through this because I didn't have any of that at the time. But I've just placed that in here, and oops, let's see if it'll show you. The water level of course won't bring it up here, but it's absorbing it, it's wicking it through, but I wanted to just show you the roots. See? And I'm going to take it round here. Now these only get watered about once a week. Look at that one. It's already hit that little bit of wicking material. There's another one. I'm going to take it round here. There was that big one. And that's heading straight down. So I'll lift this out in a second. And I don't know, I'll have to lift you up. Sorry about that. And you can see there, that root now starting to head downwards. Oh! And I've got another root. Can you see? Just in there. So, you know, we're going great guns here. Hold it. Hold on. Now, I'm back on here now. Right. Now, this is BLC, Brassolalia Cattleya, Pink Diamond. And now that one I've just shown you. And these two came as loose divisions, and I think they were both around about, I can't remember whether it was €9.50 or €12. Anyway, so this one, you'll see we've lost a few root tips. They were just damaged. Excuse me. Well, now I was lifting it out of the other pot. But look at that. Can you see that new growth? And this one has got 2 stars. And that means I've got no wick in here. So, let me just show you. Can you see? Just under there. Another little green root just appearing. So this one, now they're in that open type pot inside, and they go in and they lock. So I can either take this outer part off, or I can leave it on. And sometimes it's easier to leave it on, the simple reason being that they've got little connecting holes underneath where they slot through. And because sometimes the media's a little bit high, by the time I lift it up over my head to see where these locking areas are, some of the media falls out, so I'll leave it alone. Now this one has got 1 star, and that means I've got a little wick. That's just my simple way of recognising those that have got wicking method, those that have got no wicking method. I've got the ones that are in semi-hydro, I've got the ones that are in self-watering pots, and people might say, oh well, you know, she's converting now over to semi-hydro. Not everything. Not everything. Because of course we've got our 3 winter months coming now. So we're in December and we've got the rest of December, and we've got January, February and March. And March can come in like a lion and out like a lamb, or vice versa. March can be one of those months. Anyway, so this one, new root. That one, that root there, I think was already there. And I don't know why it's gone upwards. That, can you see? But we've got a new root there. And just in there, we've got a new growth coming. So I'm going to, I don't know whether I'll get that in. I don't think I'm going to get that in there. So just bear with me a minute while I just put this tripod down. Okay. I'm just going to move this over because I don't want it to be in my way now. Right. Okay. So what am I doing today? Okay, let's have a look. Now, have I got you down enough? There we go. Okay. Bring you down a little bit more? No, I can't bring you down anymore. So which is the best? There we go. I've got this new tripod, you know. And it's got these funny bendy legs. I don't know whether I like them. But never mind. I'll have to remember to keep in this corner. There we go. Right. So these are two of my little Tolumnias. I have trouble saying this. And that's Yarak Firm Brown Brush. And it's just started. It's just started to send out roots. Dry as a board. Look at that. And it gets watered. It's due to be watered now. And this is, I've got this one. This is Yarak Flyer Red Corona. And that's just started to send roots out. I don't know if you'll see that little tiny green root there. Tiny, tiny little green root. Anyway, they don't look brilliant, do they? They hang like that. And I'm thinking, well, the little Phalaenopsis came in them yesterday. And as you do, you know, as you're drifting off to sleep, I was thinking, I wonder what I could use those two little pots for. And then it suddenly dawned on me, well, I could actually try these two Tolumnias in them. And I could put some lacquer at the bottom, some lava rock, and some of this horticultural gravel or grit, as I'm inclined to call it. And just the two of them, because I've got this little outer container, you see. So that's what I'm going to do. So what I'm just going to do now is just put these upside down in the fertilising solution just for a couple of minutes. So I'll be back. Right, now I'm back. Let's just have a look. And I thought with just bobbing them in the fertilising solution to start with, it'll just help them as I put them in these little tiny pots, because I will know that they've been fertilised, because the solution I've got, like I say, in the spray, in my big sprayer, has got fertiliser. So I've actually got a little nail actually through here. Oh, it's broken that. I'll have to see if I can pull that out. So this was mounted April 19. So let's just have a look at this little one. Not a root as attached. Okay, so let's just take this little bit of moss away, and that's it. So, and there's a little green root, and I've got a little green root there, and then I think that's about it. So that's the extent of the growth since April. Virtually nothing. So one might think, well, why have you decided to put them in an organic media when really Tolumnias prefer to be mounted? But, well, I'm just going to try it. And I just thought, well, let's see how we go. And so here, excuse the noise, That's one of the old hydrogen balls. Still got one or two of those left. So let's have a look if this sits there like that. Can you see? Just sits there on the top. Because apparently these like a quick wet dry cycle. And so I thought, well, there you go. I'm just going to try it. I just thought about it last night, and actually some of these are quite large. These see if I can find any smaller. I've got another pot full here because these roots are so small. What I don't want to do is oh, there, can you see? That's a lot better. What I don't want to do is make it difficult for those roots to actually get hold of the little grit. Right. So let's just have a look now. There we go. And you see? I mean, nothing ventured, nothing gained. It's it hadn't, it hadn't attached to the mount, so there's no reason not to transfer it and see if it'll grow in this little pot. Now, I suppose in some ways there's no need to have put that horticultural gravel on the top, because the leca isn't going to be touching the new roots that emerge. But that's why we put it on, because the leca will absorb the moisture right up to where the new roots are, and it will actually take the moisture from the roots, and that causes the blackening of the tips. So there's one of them. Actually, I've put the other one. I've put the other little container in the dining room, and this is a gold one, and the other one's a silver one. So anyway, it's just a little see how we go, and like I say, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Doesn't say that it'll be any better. Oh dear, we've got one root started to attach. Doesn't that rich you? Oh dear. There, you see? Can you see that little area there? The first root. Oh dear. Oh dear. Clumsy me, clumsy me. Never mind. Let's take this off. Now, let's have a put no date on this, so I'm assuming, because they came together, that they've both been potted at the same time. Sorry, mounted at the same time. That might be a new root there. And we've got new roots here. Can you just see those new roots there? Is it going to focus? Or am I too close? And there's a new root there. And so there are signs of new roots on this one. And let's have a look around here. There's just that one there that I've damaged, but never mind. Can't be helped. And a little bit of lava rock. I'd actually got some grow stone as well here. But they're rather large pieces of grow stone. And there we go. Now let's have a look. Let's just take a little bit out. Not a lot. simple reason being, I want these roots. I don't want them to sit on this, on the leca. I prefer to have them sitting on the lava rock. Let's see. Right, let's have a look now. And I want them sat. I want it sat quite low down in that pot. My reasoning being is it'll enable these roots here. Oh, sorry. It'll enable these roots here to head down into that media. Right, now let's see if we can push a little bit of lava rock in there. And some of, oh yes, can you see down there? That nice green root. Let's see if I can get a little bit of lava rock just under there. And where my thumb is, oh look at that, it's so slow, isn't it? Anyway, that'll have to do. Okay, now let's have a look. Again, I want some smaller pieces just to enable some of those finer roots. There we see, can you see now? In the pot, the roots. Okay, so if I put in some of these little finer pieces of grit in, it's going to help those roots to head. See, there's that root there wanting to head down. Okay. See, all these little things take time. I don't like to rush. Okay, let's have a look round this side. That's a root that's come up, been an aerial root, but it's just died. So we'll keep that headed down. And if I just put this here, can you see those two roots there? Those are the ones that have got green tips on. So they're the ones that I'm wanting to encourage to go down. And then there we go. There. Right. So we've got a nice little pot full of leca, lava rock, and topped off with this gravel. Oh, and there's one little root just poking through there. Now just wait a minute. Okay, so one's in a silver pot and one's in a little gold pot. They're only little tiny Tolumnias, but these will go upstairs on that shelf where I've got the little M.E.s, and I think they're quite nice actually. I'm really chuffed. And there's the outside, as I've shown you before. That's what I look at when I'm stood here at the kitchen sink. And the sun's just started to break through, but not for long, because tomorrow we've got another day of high winds and torrential rain. So I think that's it for the moment. I've got the pH sorted out. I've got some of these which are being watered. I watered and checked the species Phalaenopsis yesterday, and now it's the turn of these big ones today. So I'm going to take my leave of you. That's got a growing tip as well, and thank you for joining me again. There we are. So take care. Bye bye now.